All right, so let's get started, and I'll tell you what are the things that you need to do for week number 5. Okay, so this is going to be a little. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky, and I want you to pay a little attention. If you're going to do exactly the way that I'm telling you, you will start seeing the changes every week. Okay, so let's say that you've got to do on a Sunday morning, you wake up, and then on a Sunday morning when you wake up, what you got to do is just go stand in front of the mirror with good lighting, with pretty good lighting. Take your shirt off if you want it, and then take a picture. Okay, just make sure that you're not drinking any water, or you're eating any food, just nothing. Just get up, stand in front of the mirror, and just take a picture. Okay, and you've got to follow exactly what I'm telling you. If you follow the same format every week, on the first week you will not see much change, but on the second week onwards, from the second week onwards, that means if we are getting into week number 5, so week number 5, leave it. Week number 6, from week number 6, every week you will be seeing the changes on every Sunday. I mean, not Sunday, but whenever the day that you are tracking, every week you should be able to see the changes if you do exactly what I'm telling you. All right, so let's get started. I'm just going to keep it very simple, and I'm going to put it in a paint so that you are able to better understand. Okay, so until now, for so long, you have changed. The only thing that you have changed is your breakfast, right? Whatever you're eating in the morning, that is the only thing that you've changed, and the remaining you've not changed much. So from tomorrow, what are the changes that you need to make? Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me just share the screen here. Okay, cool. So what are the changes that you should make? I hope you can see me and you can see this. Cool. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing is on one side, I'm talking about the exercise, that is training. Okay, I hope you can see it. I hope you can see. Give me a second. I just put it as training because training is the word that you need to use for workouts. Okay, it's not the workout, it's not exercise, it's a training. Okay, so training is easy, but understanding the concept of nutrition is going to be a little difficult. I will break it down for you clearly. So right now what you're doing is, I know if you don't have time, that's fine, but just see what is possible and then you do it. Okay, I will give you, if you have time, and then if you have no time. Okay, no time. So if you have time, what you've got to do is you've got to work out twice a day. That means moment you wake up, I'll put it as empty stomach, walking, not walking, sprinting. Empty stomach, sprinting. So sprinting is basically you're running as fast as you can, as long as you can, and then stop it. Not as long as you can, keep it for 20 seconds. Okay, so 20 seconds of sprinting, and then stop. Stop as in like completely just sit down or lie down for 20 seconds. If you don't have a space to lie down, that's fine. Just sit down and then chill for 20 seconds. But on the mark of 20 seconds, again, you got to get up, and then again, you got to run. Okay, run as in not run, but sprint. Do this for 15 times, 15 repetitions. 15 times, you got to run for 20 seconds, stop for 20 seconds. That is 1. So 20, 40 seconds is 1. Okay, so if you do this 15 times, that means 40 into 40 times. I mean, not 40 times. 10 into 400 by 60 is 6 minutes. By 6 minutes, you'll be able to complete what I'm telling you. No, actually not. It's not 6. 6 plus 2. So 600 by 60, 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes, you should be able to finish what I'm telling you. Okay, so this particular thing is for, what is this for? This is for cardio to burn off the fat. Okay, so just do this in the morning. Even if you don't have the time, you can do it, but I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, so you do this in the morning. Okay, Empty stomach. That's what I have put it as, empty stomach. ES is for empty stomach. And in the evening, what you've got to do is FS90. Continue with FS90 in the evening. Why? Because FS90 is mostly the strength and conditioning, and you need the energy to push through that. Because as the day passes by on FS90, you will be needing a lot more energy. And that's how I have programmed it. So in the mornings, what you've got to do is, do the sprinting, just do the cardio, come back, have your breakfast. There's no change in the breakfast. And in the evening, you continue with your FS90. That's it. If you don't have time to train both the times, then what you've got to do is wake up in the morning and carry a banana, have a banana. If you want it, this is only if you want it. If not, again, empty stomach, sprint, and FS90 together in the morning, if you don't have time to do it in the evening. Okay, so if you can do this entire thing in the evening, you can do this entire thing in the evening if you don't have the time in the morning. Okay, but the thing is, doing it in the morning empty stomach is so much more effective than doing it in the evening. Will you get the result? Yes. But for you to do this in the evening and to get the result, you will get it in maybe 4 to 6 months. But if you're able to do this in the morning, you will be able to get it within 3 months. And that's the power that I'm talking about. Okay. So I hope you're clear. If you're not clear, watch this again, and then you follow this. Okay. This is in terms of training and training alone. Okay. Okay. Now let's get on to eating. So I'm just going to draw this. So please make sure that you are following me. Okay. So these are 4 different meals that you're having. Okay. 4 different meals. So what, I'm not eating 4 times. I'm eating only 3 times, isn't it? Like most of you are eating only 3 times. So the thing is, the reason why I'm stressing out on this 4 times is, like, if you're going to add one more meal, if you're going to add another one more time, if you're going to eat another extra time, trust me, it's going to be helpful to get a flat stomach. And also you will be able to up your metabolism. Okay. So that's with the strategy. Okay. Up your metabolism. What is metabolism? Energy expenditure. Okay. So morning, what you're eating, whatever you're eating, whatever I have told you, never change that. Never change. Just stick with it. Morning, you're never going to change it. Okay. Afternoon. So afternoon, here is where the fun begins. So please stick with me. If you're not clear, please watch it again. It's a little tricky, but if you're going to follow this, I mean, when you're going to follow this, trust me, that is where the magic happens. And I'm giving you my strategy, and I was able to get my shape, like I'm talking about not flat stomach, but 6-pack. I was able to get the 6-pack because I was able to follow this one. And this is the world's most effective strategy that most people don't know it. And that's what I'm teaching you. Okay. Okay. Cool. So here you've got to, please stick with me. Okay. It's very easy. It's super easy. Just follow this. Okay. So I'm going to put it as P. I will tell you what this P is. Okay. P. All right. Now F. Okay. You are not going to change this. Of course, this is going to come, this is coming over here as well, but you're not going to change this. This is going to be stagnant forever. You're never going to change this. I'll tell you what this P is. I'll tell you what this F is. And I'll tell you. And here is where the C comes in. So this is, let's say, I mean, if you want to keep it as lunch, or I don't know, I would say lunch. This is again purely depending on the lifestyle. I'm not telling you this one because each and every one of our lifestyle is totally different. So either it could be a lunch, or pre-lunch or early lunch or something like that. Okay. And in the evening, just have another one more time. And then you have the dinner. Okay, dinner. All right, dinner. So the thing is, what is P? If you go to the FS90 diet that I've given you, P is nothing but the alpha, it's protein. It's not going to change. So every meal, every time that you're eating one over here, you are eating two. This is the third one. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. And you're not going to change it. Every single meal, the P is going to be there. The protein is going to be there. So if you're a vegetarian, if you're a non-vegetarian, if you're an egg eater, whatever you are, just follow that FS90 diet. It is clearly mentioned what is your food of choice. Okay. So this one, you're never going to skip on every single meal. I'll tell you the reason why I'm stressing so much is because if you're going to eat the protein in every single meal, there's a very effective method called as MPS. It's a little advanced, but you are going to get your body into an anabolic state when you follow that MPS. MPS is muscle protein synthesis. When this follows, I'll tell you the changes that are happening in your body will be so fast that people will be able to like, whoa, what is this? Like, what's going on? Right? That is the pace that your body will start changing. Okay. So eat 4 times a day. And if you don't have the time to eat 4 times a day, that's fine. Okay. Merge any 1 or 2, like one here and merge this and just eat the same 3 times. But I'll tell you what is the change that you need to make. Okay. So the change over here. So F is nothing but the fats. So P for protein. And it is there in the FS90 as alpha. Okay. This doesn't change. This doesn't change. Alpha. F is fats. Beta. No, it's gamma. Okay. And C is for carbohydrates. And carbohydrates is beta. And this is how it has been designed. I'll open the document and I will show you. Now the C, now here is where it gets a little tricky. So please follow this. When you put all of this in the piece of paper, and then you will get it, then you will know it. Okay. Now on day number one, have carbs. Okay. I hope you're with me. If not, please stick with me. For evening, I mean, see, one as in like either you can add it for lunch, or you can add it for evening, or you can add it for dinner. Doesn't matter. Okay. Day number 2, have it for C and C. What the hell? Yeah. C and C. You see that? Over here, you're adding a carb. Over here, you're adding 2 carbs. Okay. Day number 3. Give me a second. Okay. Day number 3, you're going to add C and C. I'll tell you, the power of this is phenomenal. Phenomenal if you do it. And you will see how your body is responding. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th day, just go for 0. 4th day is usual. And on day number 5, again, you got to get back to day number 1. That's it. So what is C? C is nothing but the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is something that you get from the rice, from roti, from millets, barley, oatmeal, potatoes, sweet potatoes. All of this is carbohydrates. So it's up to you. It is your choice. You can add whenever you want. Either you can do it for lunch, or you can do it for in the evening, or you can do it in the dinner. But these are mandatory. P and F is mandatory. Alpha and beta is mandatory. You're not going to change that. You're never going to change that. And don't even change it. Don't even think about changing it. Even if you miss one time, right, your body will start coming back down. So whatever the progress that you made for 2 days, one day it'll come back. And again, you have to take another 2 more steps to actually get there. But I'll tell you, this is the most effective part. Once you get this, and then you will see it. Once you get used to it, then it'll be like, you know what, you can do it. I will show you when I'll open the sheet and show you. Okay, so this is the power diet. Yeah, okay. Shahid, yes, we are catching up after this, okay? Um, cool. So if you just take a look at this, right? Uh, yeah, give me a second. So if you just take a look at this, can you see alpha? So this is alpha. So in alpha, you can choose any of it. You can choose egg whites, you can choose poultry, lean meat, LEA, and there's a mistake over here. But anyway, lean meat, or if you're a vegetarian, you can pick any of this. That means this is not going to change. In every single meal, you need to have this. Not all of it, but choose one or more. If you want to pick, okay, so how do I cook? How do I eat? Very simple. Take egg whites. That means if you're taking the egg whites, that means you can cook however you want. You can do the omelette, you can do the egg whites, you can do the, I'm sorry, you can do the omelette or boiled, scramble, I don't know, however you want it. Okay. Or if you want to take some chicken, then take the chicken, put it on the pan is good. Or if you want to boil it, you can eat. Or if you want to make some, just basic, don't make it like a curry and masala and all that, but just the basic. Okay. Just keep it like that. Or if you want to take the sprouts, you can take some chickpeas, some cottage cheese, some beans, and put it for sprout. The next morning you can have it. Okay. This is the vegetarian. So this is not going to change. 4 times a day if you're eating, 5 times a day if you're eating, doesn't really matter. You've got to have this at every meal. Okay. There's a basic rule of thumb. Beta, again, this doesn't change. Okay. I need to change that over there. Okay. So beta is the, beta is the fats. So along with this, so you have your eggs, or you have your cottage cheese, or you have your chickpeas, and after that you can have some almonds. So chickpeas and almonds becomes one meal. Now, is that enough? No, you're going to add some vegetables. So vegetables and fruits don't count. I will come to that. Okay. So just add all of this or any of this. If you're cooking cottage cheese, and let's say you take cottage cheese, you take chickpeas, and you take some soybeans. Now, if you're taking all of these three, now you can cook however you want. You put a little bit of sauce, a little bit of chili flakes, this and that. Just make it. And if you're going to cook with olive oil or coconut oil or anything. Or if you don't want to cook it like that, if you just want to eat sprouted, that is fine. You can eat this, and along with that, or probably after that, you can have some almonds, maybe about 5 to 10 almonds, or some cashew, or some walnuts, or whatever. And in your coffee, in your coffee or water, you can put some ghee and coconut oil, and just drink it. That's it. So these 4 times you're going to eat, you're not going to change this at all. Alpha is always going to be there. Beta is always going to be there. Okay. Now the only change is with the gamma. So on day number 1, you're eating 4 times a day, have 1 time gamma. Day number 2, have 2 time gamma. Day number 3, have 3 times. Day number 4, have 4 times. Day number 5, again, come back to 1. And this is the power of manipulation. Trust me, if you're going to manipulate your calories, your body is going to get confused, and there is no way. It has to lose the cholesterol. It has to lose the fat. It has to lose the calories. It has to. There is no other way. And this is the secret that 99% of the fitness trainers, nutritionists, dietitians, doctors, they don't know this, because it's pretty advanced. It is pretty advanced. And this is I have taken this from the darkest, and the, what do I say? I have taken it from the most underground places. And this is what I was doing for the last 10 years. I mean, actually, it was more than 10 years. It's 12 years. 12 years of my research and learning was into this. Now, if you're going to do this exactly the way that I'm telling you, my friend, you're going to message me and saying, Vishak, I don't know. This is like crazy. I'm getting some crazy result. Okay. That is the power that I'm talking about. So you need to follow this one. Okay. So I've given some general instructions, just follow this, but you get the point. Okay. The only change over here that I need to make is, the only change that I need to make is, it's not, I'll put this over here. So boom. P for protein, that is alpha. Okay. F for fats, that is beta. And C for carbs, that's carbohydrates, that is gamma. That's it. Okay. These are macronutrients. Just stick with this strategy. So day number 1, you're going to have 1-time carb. Day number 2, you're going to have 2-time carb. Day number 3, you're going to have 3-time carb. Day number 4, you can have 4 times or you can have none. And then again, day number 1, you can come back over here. So along with this, in every meal, don't count vegetables and don't count fruits. Don't count vegetables and don't count fruits. Just eat. Just eat. But the only exception to this is, I'll put this over here. So the only exception over here is 2 things. And you can also count this along with this, okay? Banana and potatoes. So potatoes and sweet potatoes, potatoes and sweet potatoes are vegetables, but this should come in here in gamma because that is calorie dense. Other than that, you don't eat vegetables. Okay, and it's not vegetables, vegetables and fruits. So you just eat, but don't go heavy on the fruits. But you can eat all the vegetables in the world. Just keep on eating. Doesn't matter. Don't count. Vegetables is not going to get you fat. I know it sucks because it taste is not that great, but just stick with this one. Okay. So in or 4 times a day, if you want to go for vegetables, you can add maybe 1 time fruit. You can have it either in the morning or in the evening or whenever you want it. But the only exception to vegetables and fruits is the banana. Make sure that not 100% ripe. You can eat up to 70% ripe. That's fine. Okay. But not beyond that. And potatoes. So potatoes, treat potatoes like rice. If you're having a bowl of rice, or if you're having a bowl of potatoes, it's almost the same. Don't mix together because it's like heavy in quantity. Stick with this one. And that's it. And that is it. This is the world's most advanced, effective way to lose your fat and get super, super, super healthy. And your body will listen to the way that you are. It will listen to what you say and how you want it. Yeah. That's it. So any other questions, hit me up with the email. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Next week, I'll show you what is the give me a second. Okay, so next week we have got quite a few things to do. I'll just show you a glimpse of it, but I won't explain. But don't worry, first implement this, get good at this, and then you follow that. 1 week is not enough for you to get it because it takes some time for you to get it, right? Because it's 5 days. So by the time you finish the 5-day cycle, you will need another 1 more week to, implement it. So once you understand that, then you will be able to get it. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, week number 6, you have, wow, that's quite a lot. Okay. Anyway, I'll do one thing. So I'll do one thing. That's quite a lot to go. So 6 days, 6 week. The next week, we are going to work on the mental training, sleep training, mental. So next week, it's all about the mental. Okay. All 6 days, I'm going to give you 6 things. And all those are for your mental training, as in for your creativity, for your mood, for your, procrastination, laziness, all of that will go away from next week onwards. But don't go into that without implementing this, because if you don't properly implement this, and then if you're just going to jump onto that, this also will be like half done. That also will take a hit. So you don't want that. Okay. Master this and then move on to the next one. That's what I would say. Okay. So stay hard and kill it. Shahid, don't leave. So stay hard and kill it. And in case if you have any problems or any questions, hit me up on the email. We need to get this done. Okay. So thank you so much for those who are watching the recording. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Cool. Bye-bye. Okay.